I've got a coffee and I thought I would do a little sit down intro because I have been a little bit crappy at remembering to film since getting back from a little trip away to Cornwall. I've been so busy, but in the best way possible, like alongside normal work stuff and commissions and working through a bunch of pigeon decorations to use up some fabric. I have been prepping for Peachtober, which I'm committed to doing this year, and I'll go into more detail about this and how I'm prepping for this in my next video, and I'll explain what it is if you're not sure. But I've been planning 31 textile pieces, one for every day of October, so that has been occupying a lot of my brain. I've also been planning for book club, because I'm starting a little book club with some of my girlfriends, and it's going to be open to the general public, so I need to make like logos, and we've been like planning how we want to structure each session. I've been wanting to start a book club for so long. I'm super excited about that. And I'm also going to be having a piece in my friend's art show in October. A lovely artist friend from my local bike club has invited me to do that, which is really, really exciting as well. So I need to plan and make something for that. And also I'm feeling so inspired by Cornwall, and I've been reading a lot about Cornish folklore and looking into symbolism and all of that stuff, and I'm feeling so inspired. And I bought a bunch of like driftwood and shells home from Cornwall as well that I really want to incorporate into my work. There's so many pieces I want to make inspired by Cornwall, so I'm trying to find the time to do that as well. So things have been super manic. So in this video I'm going to take you along with me to Cornwall, but pack light because we're only going for a few days, and then when we come home we're going to ease slowly back into work before all of the aforementioned chaos, which will be in my next few videos. A little sea snail. Really do look like human bones. So cute. Yeah. This is so cool. I love that.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that one as well.
That's lovely.
Not they? Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at him. Hello. I'm kind of gutted to be back from Cornwall so soon, but I really want to show you guys what I picked up. So I have a little Cornwall haul, which is mostly books, I must admit. So if you don't like books, maybe just skip ahead a little bit. I've been really into folklore at the minute, so I really wanted to pick up a Cornish folklore book. So I've ended up picking up Phantoms of Cornwall, and it's looking a little bit dishevelled because I started and finished this whilst I was in Cornwall, because a lot of these short stories were set in places that we were visiting or had visited, so that was super interesting. There's 16 stories in here, and I think I tabbed 8 that I really liked. Then I got, this was on my TBR anyway, but I hadn't seen it in person, so I was so excited to see this in the shop. This is The Lost Folk by Lally Macbeth, and this is illustrated by Tabby Booth, and we visited Tabby's gallery and shop when we were in Cornwall, so that was kind of cool. And the cover is beautiful, so I was super stoked to pick that up. And then I also got a copy of The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, and I read this when I think I was about 15, and I'm in my early 30s now, so it's been a long time, so I'm super excited to give this a little reread. And I picked this up because I've not seen this cover before, and it's beautiful. And then the final book, Our Monsters, and I picked this up because I recognised Edward Carey on the front, and he wrote 2 books that I read this year called Little and Edith Holler, and they were both so weird, so macabre. I just really intrigued by his writing, so I had to pick this up. Cool, creepy illustrations in it as well. So that's all the books that I got, and also from that same gift shop I got, I'm using this in my current read, this medieval bookmark. I got another bookmark because I can't help myself. I got this hand woven bookmark by this artist that I found in a little gallery, and I just think this is so stunning, these colours. And I've wanted to try weaving for such a long time. I felt very inspired by this. The final little thing that I got is an artist that I follow on Instagram called Donna Wilson, who makes these funny little creatures. And I had to pick this one up because it sort of reminded me of Bones slightly. I think I was just missing him a lot, but I got this little pin badge, and I'm going to put it on my barber with my other artist badges. I also picked up a bunch of like driftwood and shells, but I'll show you that when I'm in the studio because I plan to use all of that in my next textile pieces. Now I'm back home, I need to get started on making a bunch of stuff, and I really want to make some more of my pigeon decorations, but I don't have that much fabric left, so I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to make. Maybe 5 or 6, and then I'll be completely out of this fabric, and that'll be the last of the pigeon decorations because I'm sure I could find more of this somewhere, but this is secondhand, it's thrifted, and I like to thrift all of my materials if I can. So I might get started on making a couple of pigeon decorations. I also need to put together like a new colour chart because a lot of people have been asking about commissions, and then maybe start a new textile piece. I don't really know where to start, but lots to do. I've really missed just opening my boxes of haberdashery crap and looking through it. It's like one of my favourite things to do for some reason. I think because I'm always collecting beads and different things, so it's like always fun to look through. I've cut out 6 pigeons for now. I think that's probably all I'll get out of the rest of the fabrics. I've still got to cut out the wings and do the other side. So I think 6 will be the final Pidgey decorations. I won't show you too much of the process of making these because I feel like I went really into depth with that on my last video. I was just thinking of working on my pigeon decorations, so I've not made much progress on them, but I'm staring at this piece and I really am not liking it at all. I don't know if it's the shape of it that I don't like. I don't know if it makes it look kind of like a sports plaque or something. I do like the vines, but I don't know if I love the colour combination either, so I think I'm going to strip it back to the bird and the blue background and then do something else with it because I don't know, I want to get it off the frame. I'm kind of over it, but I've sunk a lot of hours in, so I don't just want to get rid. Okay. This really pains me to do, but at least I can reuse all of the yarn. It was quite satisfying actually. Look at all this. I'll definitely reuse this for a different project. I think I'm also going to replace this blue with this blue. I think. I just feel like it would look a little better. I just don't know if I love this blue. Maybe I should just do a different colour completely, I'm not sure. I do actually think this would have been a good background colour, this gold. I think I'm going to just go with a different shade of blue. Okay, I'm going with pink. Completely different. But this kind of dusty, if it focuses, dusty pink, I think would look nice. So we're going to go with that, and then red beads. Okay, thank you for your help. Thanks. Oops, sorry, we did hit you with a ruler. I completely forgot about this little charity shop haul that I did before going to Cornwall because
I put it in my bike bag, cycled home, started packing for Cornwall, and then completely forgot that any of this was in my bike bag. So it was really fun to come back and rediscover this because I completely forgot that I bought any of it. It's all the usual suspects really, some yarn, some fabric, some embroidery floss, and then a really silly little hand-felted goose decoration. I simply could not leave the shop without him. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use this fabric for yet, but I just couldn't turn it down because it was in the £1 bin and there's quite a lot of it. So I feel like there's a lot of options for things I could potentially make.
This is where we're at with the pigeon decorations. I've sewn all the wings, just need to cut them to shape and sew them onto the pigeon bodies. I've done one of the eyes, but just thought I would update you because this is just what I'm doing with my morning. Been feeling super autumnal since getting back from Cornwall, and I've changed over to my autumn mug, and for some reason it feels extra cozy to be drinking coffee out of this right now. First little pidgey done, well, little secret heart done, 5 to go. Pigeon number 2 is orange with like gold bugle beads. Hey, hello. Come here. Come here. Oh, hello, Bubbers. Say hello. He's like, let me have my toy. So I know I've been saying this entire video that I had enough fabric to make 6 pigeons. Well, I made those 6 and then I had enough to make 3 more. So now I have 9 pigeon decorations already made, and I just need to take pictures of them all and get them on my shop. I'll just quickly show you the different colours. This is like a pink and red. This one, a lilac one. This one's like a brighter pink. Gold one. Red. A lime green. Blue. An orange. And finally, this grass green colour. I need to give them all a lint roll. I've got a proper little flock of pigeons. I really did forget how long these take to make. I've been spending probably way too much time on them, but I really do enjoy making them, and I'm sad that I'm all out of the fabric because these are entirely, almost entirely secondhand. The only thing that isn't is the pink ribbon that hangs them. I need to get all of these guys on my website. Oh, I need to make labels for them as well. Crap. Let's go do that quickly. Okay, I painted a bunch. This pen is completely out of ink, but I don't want to get rid of it because it's really cute, so I just use it very professionally as a hole punch. It's very randomly 26 degrees today, even though it's been like 10 all week, so I'm so uncomfortably hot right now. But I put all of my pigeons on my shop this morning and they all sold out within I think like 45 minutes to an hour, which is crazy. And I'm so stoked that they've all found new homes, and I've attached all of the labels to all of them, so they're all ready to be packaged and sent on Monday. I've put them in here for now, even though it's not quite big enough for them all. But yeah, so very stoked that they all sold. Having a really crazy Friday night. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm freshly showered in my PJs, drinking coffee out of my current favourite mug and writing in my journal. I'm kind of trying to plan my 31 textile pieces for Peachtober in here, and also just doing like stream of consciousness when I can. I've been finding that really helpful recently. I can't believe I've made it to 31 without ever having like a diary or a journal. That is absurd to me because I've been keeping this for about 2 months now and I genuinely do not know what I would do without it. I know there's been such like a big resurgence of people journaling recently, which I think is so cool. But anyway, I'm just finishing off my last 2 embroidered labels that I need to make because I need to attach them to this fun commission and also this fun commission because I really want to get them shipped tomorrow. But other than that, I'm going to spend the rest of my night reading the rest of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I think I'm like 100 or so pages away from finishing and I really want to get this finished tonight, and then I think I'm done for work. Relax now and then jump straight back into it on the weekend and hopefully have a really productive weekend